Good morning. This is the PLT overview for the week of January 23rd through the 27th of the year 2023. First, here are some announcements. The 2023-2024 calendar voting is happening now. The administration and association have worked together each year in developing the school calendar for the next school year. It is not a simple task, but it has been a good process. In recent years, we have tried to add greater staff input into the calendar. While we have never found an ideal for all needs calendar, the group works diligently to balance the competing priorities. Please review the two presented options and complete the survey at this link with your preferred choices. The proposed calendars go back to the pre-construction school calendar number of days, and please remember the calendar is always subject to the negotiations process. The survey will close next Friday, January 27th at 1 p.m. And then you have the survey length and both options A and B to look at. Next, there's a link to the emergency situations, suspicion of being under the influence and concerns about self-harm or suicide document that was in Mr. Dorst's email. So if you haven't found it yet or saved it, it's right there in that link. Here are some notes from the Board of Education meeting. The ESSER retention pay plan. A reminder that you will see the retention pay plan in your paycheck on Friday, January 20th. Classified employees. Each classified employee will earn $1 for each actual hour worked during the academic year. Hours worked from August 8th to December 3rd will be paid in the January 2023 paycheck. For licensed or managerial employees, each licensed managerial employee will receive retention pay in the amount of $500 in the January paycheck and the June paycheck for the next 2 academic years. Make sure you look for that. Also, Parent Square is coming to USD 383. There's more details to come, but below is information on what Parent Square is. Parent Square is a fully unified product that engages every family with school communications and communications-based services. It will remove communication barriers to make it easier for families to work with your school, text, email, app, or voice messaging, automatic two-way translation in 100 languages, contact verification and correction tools, and has built-in sign-up forms, appointments, attendance directory, and more. Parent Square will sync with Infinite Campus to use staff, parent, and student data. To learn more about Parent Square, visit their website. Watch for more details coming soon. And all of the board notes from Michelle Jones's email. Also, American Pest is scheduled to be at West Campus next Monday, the 23rd, which is actually today at 3 p.m. to do the common areas spray. That's from Mr. Dorst's email. CPSI opportunities. Please see the link and email Mr. Dorst if you are interested in the next CPSI conference, called Evolving Together, Updating Our Educational Environments About American Indians in Schools by Dr. Alex Redcorn. Here's the link to the event, and then you will sign up via Frontline. Next, would you like to be part of a committee to review the lunch schedule for the 2023-2024 school year? If so, please reply back to Mr. Dorst's email that was sent on January 9th. And finally, April 1st will be the date on which we begin purging in preparation for the merge. Department heads have met and should be relaying information. We will schedule additional recycling pickup with Howie's after April 1st. Boxes and box labels will be available on April 1st. And for student-led conferences, this is the information from Mr. Jimenez's email. Student-led conferences will be on February 8th and 9th. This year, student-led conferences need to be in person. This is also a time when parents can stop in and talk about their child's performance in individual classes. You will have your conference release day on February 10th. There will be additional talking points for the spring conferences dealing with enrollment. Training will be through PLT. Scheduling with students will take place in advisory class. The form to turn in for conference data is in the Microsoft form and will be delivered to you through PLT site. I will email it out to you directly as well. Remember, it is not acceptable for students to translate the student-led conference conversation. We will offer translation services on both nights in the main entrance. The parent group will be providing meals and beverages. This is organized by Natalie Holdren. East Campus teachers will be in the cafeteria commons in alphabetical order for student-led conferences. This will be our last set of conferences with East Campus teachers in this area. Next year, we will be together with new parts opened. If you are unable to attend a portion of the conferences, you need to email Mr. Jimenez and have a plan for the meetings missed. More information is available on the Monday PLT presentation. Which gets us to tasks and trainings for this week. Monday PLT is really about student-led conference, and the scheduling form is linked in there as well. On Tuesday, we have advisory prep, and then on Friday, it's MTSS vocabulary and tech modifications. For advisory this week, all grade levels will be doing student-led conference preparations. Here's the PLT checklist form this week if you'd like to add a question, comment, or something good. And for our Q&A, the question, can we get some clarification on how the discussion involving student artifacts will work? We are very comfortable with sharing artifacts of our teaching with the people we know well in our PLT groups. Are the discussion boards limited to people in the PLT groups? It feels like we do not yet know enough about the audience, purpose, or use of these artifacts to feel comfortable. The answer, the discussions will be open to all MHS PLTs. Sometimes when we show artifacts that seem unique to our own content, they still can be very useful to the wider staff. Our content area teachers can help relate their content to yours and reinforce usefulness of our contents. Also, all content teachers who are advisors will know more about what is going on in individual classes when they assist in enrollment. In the future, we hope to also compile exemplary examples in a shared folder. However, you should not feel like you need to always share exemplary examples. For example, if you have a new strategy that you are very interested in trying, but maybe you are having difficulty executing the lesson, this may be a good time to ask for assistance from your experienced peers. Feel free to experiment. A teacher in your PLT may have a great suggestion. The audience is all of your peers, and the purpose is the individual and collective instructional growth. Our second question. We know that more information is forthcoming about the merge. However, how soon will that information come? We would really like to know what the classroom assignments are and how and when our materials will be moved to West Campus. There's a lot of planning on our part, and the sooner we have the information, the easier the transition will be. The answers, see the information in the announcements section of this document. Department heads are having meetings about the topic and should be relaying information to you. More information will be coming out in the February faculty meeting. Comments? Night school students now receive a meal every evening at school, which is awesome. Which leads us to tell me something good. The girls basketball team just beat the #1 team in the state, and the leftover night school meals are a big hit in the library throughout the day. Thank you all for everything you do and all of your hard work. Hope you have a great week.